Right now, 2 players on Donut are tied for the most money anyone has ever had on this server. If you think they got there by outgrinding everyone else, you'd be wrong. Both of them are running the exact same system that's wrecked hundreds of other players. They didn't invent it, they were just the ones who took it to the next level. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what that setup is, as well as who's actually winning the race to be Donut's richest player. $2 trillion. That's what a Bodhi has sitting in his balance right now, and it's also down to the exact number what IKEA CPVP has. On a server with over 30,000 players, all grinding the same farms, flipping the same auction house, the odds of 2 separate people landing on the exact same balance by accident are basically nothing. So either this is the biggest coincidence in Donut SMP history, or these 2 got rich the same way, and it's not the way you'd expect. Long before he became the first trillionaire, IKEA CPVP was stuck exactly where most players get stuck, at the million mark, but nothing more. That was until he discovered gambling. Gambling in Donut is actually very simple. It usually involves 2 droppers with named items in each. Each item is assigned a number, and whoever gets the higher number wins. This approach to gambling makes people believe that it cannot be rigged because it is random. And yeah, most of the time it isn't rigged, but we will get to that later. Many players at the time were doing this, so IKEA decided to take a gamble. He set up his own casino, booted up the stream, and got to work. Before being one of the richest players on the server, he used to be a crystal PvPer. That's why there is CPVP in his name. But this early reputation gave him a head start over his competitors. People actually knew him, so they trusted him. Because remember, the way this type of gambling works is the customer has to actually pay the host first. This can be quite scary because everyone in Donut scams. After running his casino for 4 months, he was getting close to being a trillionaire. This was huge because this would make him the first trillionaire in the server.
1 trillion!
I've been grinding
for 4 months, bro. Every single...
After this milestone, IKEA just rinsed and repeated to get to $2 trillion. Now, it may seem easy to get $1 trillion in Donut, but this actually takes months, even with gambling. So then, who is tied with IKEA? Well, the other player is named a Bodhi. A Bodhi has the exact same balance, but he didn't take nearly as long to get it. IKEA needed close to 200 days of playtime to reach the top. A Bodhi got to the same number in a little over half that. Less time logged in, same amount of money, which means he wasn't running a smaller version of the same setup. He was running it bigger and faster. Larger max bets, faster pay times. These things added up, making a Bodhi very rich, very fast. That speed comes with more exposure too. Running it live, streaming the whole thing to his own viewers should have made him untouchable. It didn't. On stream, while playing with other players, one of them rigged his auction house pricing, and Abadi ended up paying $100 billion for a single win charge.
And if you could buy some win charges too, that'd be good.
H win charge. Yo!
Many people would have quit after that, but months later, he came back. He's tied for the richest player alive on Donut in less than half the time it took the other guy to get there. So let's spend a moment talking about gambling. Gambling on Donut isn't some secret these 2 are hiding. It's common. Almost every player chasing the top of this leaderboard eventually tries some version of it. And the painful truth is, gambling is one of the easiest ways to get rich. But besides looking at the numbers, we have to consider the impact this has on the server. Minecraft is a kid's game, believe it or not, so inevitably many of the players gambling will be minors. Obviously, this isn't a good thing for many reasons. Dr. Donut has mentioned this in the past, but he hasn't really cared enough about it to do something about it. I think gambling in Donut is a negative thing because it rewards luck, not persistence and determination. The whole point of Donut is to make money from grinding farms or reselling or raiding bases. Gambling just throws all that out of the window and gives people an easy way to make it big. Remember what I said about rigging? Well, gambling is one of the easiest ways for people to get scammed. There have been instances where people have used redstone to manipulate the odds in their favor. Just overall, I think gambling on Donut should be banned, or at least the live streaming of it. That way you can only really gamble if you know the person hosting. But enough about gambling, because we still have one last question to answer. Who will be the richest player in Donut? Well, after studying both players, I can confidently say that I have an answer. The player that is going to be the richest ever is a Bodhi.